Hey guys, Blake here at the Screen Innovations Galactic Headquarters, the satellite edition here at CEDIA 2023 in Denver, Colorado. Right behind me, I've got a graphic showing a 90-inch television. Now, the reason we're doing this is if you were sitting 12 feet back from a 90-inch television, a 4K 90-inch television, you're actually only watching 1080p. Resolution and pixel density are all about size and depth. So that's why we've partnered with Aegis Cabinets and Epson in this condition to show you our final solution, if you will, for rollable television using a laser TV assembly. We have the Epson LS800 here in the middle of the Aegis cabinet. You'll notice this cabinet is now on an actuator and it's being pushed back to a preset stop point that you, the dealer, has made. So it doesn't matter what projector you choose to put here, the stop point you can set for the right point every time for the 120 size screen that we've got rolling up. And as you saw, this is the Screen Innovations ST Lift using the Screen Innovations material. Guys, if you get a jeweler's lens out and you look at other ST materials, other ultra short throw materials, you'll see their lines are not linear and there's cracks in the lenses. This is a perfect short throw screen. And this is a perfect rollable television. With this ecosystem, you're looking at about 16,000 or 20,000 retail, depending on accessories. I want you to compare that to the other 4K 120-inch TV you have access to. Oh, right, there's not one, right? Remember, the only other option would be putting in a micro tower and LED wall, and those only roll up one time, and it does void the warranty, right? So remember, with this ecosystem and our partners in innovation with Aegis, this is a great way to put a 120-inch image in and maintain that 4K resolution your customers require when they're sitting 12 feet or farther back from the TV. So that is rollable television with Screen Innovations and Aegis, our partner Aegis. Follow me around the corner over here, we'll look at our new masking system. Now, we've never done masking at Screen, well, we did a masking system at Screen Innovations we called Transformer, but it only allowed us to go in and out. About 3 years ago, I ran across this product from Display Technologies, DT for short. I was at a dealer's place and it allowed me really to dig in, and it was pretty easy to dig into because these pieces here are only on by a magnet. So I dug into it. After about half a day, I called up Ryan, our owner, and I said, Ryan, we got to partner with these guys. It'll take us 5 years to develop anything close to as good as this. This is, in my opinion, absolutely the best and most inventive masking system available because, first of all, from the box here at the trade show to the wall, 45 minutes. It assembles on the wall. It never touches the floor. It only takes 2 guys to assemble it on the wall in 45 minutes and another 45 minutes to put the material in. We never built the screen on the floor and took 5 guys to lift a 500-pound screen onto the wall. This was built onto the wall. So if you've never done masking before, this is the perfect masking screen to get started with. And if you have been doing masking before, you will undoubtedly appreciate how inventive this new DT masking system is. In fact, when you get done building the screen, you don't pull out your remote, lean out the closet door, and start going, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Setting these stop points manually. The aspect ratio data is fed from like a Lumigen processor, MadVR, a barcode projector, or Kaleidoscape. Basically, MadVR goes to DT screen and says, hey, I want you in 1x7.8. And the screen goes, you got it. I'm in 1x7.8. I want you in 1.85. You got it. We're 1.85. So we're actually within 1 millimeter or less when the screen moves based on the aspect ratio, not on a stop point that my installer set last year. So that also means there's no ghosting. You don't have to come back every other year because the master system ghosted a little bit. This is going to it based on aspect ratio, and it's been fed from the content through the processor directly to the screen. So this is the most forward-thinking masking system on planet Earth and in the galaxy, but I'll get back to you on that one. All right. So DT is what we're using in both single mask down, dual mask in, or up and down, or quad masking available all the way up to 400-inch diagonal. If you need to go bigger, do give me a call though. Now let's head over here into ALR land, where Screen Innovation has always been known for the very best in inventing the ambient light rejecting category. So there is, however, no silver bullet, right? There's no perfect screen. So now we've got a few extra ones in the chamber. Right? Instead of having the silver bullet, we got 3 in the chamber. We still have black diamond, which is still the best, right? But it has limitations. I have a very defined viewing cone. So if I place this in the middle of the church, the people in the pews over here aren't seeing a great image. So perfect for the living room, perfect for the conference room, but also I cannot motorize black diamond and I cannot micro-perf black diamond. So we have slate. Slate allows us to motorize an ambient light rejecting screen. I can micro-perfect for a dedicated theater. I can put it on our masking system. And I can go big. I can go up to 200 inch with slate. But when I want to go really big, when I want to wrap a room, when I want to go from the floor of the trade show floor to the ceiling of the trade show ceiling, that's when we go to carbon black. Come on into carbon black. I want you to come right under the screen, stand right below it, and shoot directly up. The viewing cone is 180 degrees. The person in the front row of the concert is getting just as good as image as the person in the back row of the concert. This stuff's amazing. It's an actually woven material. We have it both in acoustically transparent and non-acoustically transparent. We'll be starting off with up to a 300 inch in frame. We're going to go bigger. It's just right now, the biggest frame we can build is a 300 inch because it really is how big do you need to go? If you want to just buy the material, you can do the material. We've already tested on 0G. We'll be testing on Solo soon. And I want you to think outside the aspect ratio. Imagine walking into a nightclub and we've wrapped wall 1, wall 2, wall 3 in carbon black, and we take ultra short throw projectors with mirrors, and we just do one after the other, and now we've basically turned the nightclub into a holiday, right? It's super, super cool material, and it's exclusively being offered here in the United States and North America and South America by Screen Innovations. Now, this is another one of our partners in innovation. Carbon Black is already doing major tours where they're going out on tour with carbon black rather than an LED wall. So the best way to describe carbon black is our LED wall alternative, right? Our LED wall alternative that comes in 1 centimeter increments. And if it ever gets damaged, it's a sewing kit, not a soldering iron, right? So great for the residents, but amazing for commercial. And again, with all of our ALR offerings, we're starting to make white and gray kind of a thing of the past, right? Now this screen here, well, what is it? Is it a screen? Is it a shade? Yes, it's both. This is our award-winning 360 rear projection material that we've now made available for outdoor use on a shade system. So we're watching an image that's being projected from the projector on the other side of the screen. Follow me around to the inside of the pergola. And you can see I have an amazing image to watch inside as well. So we can use this as either a screen material or a shade material, or in this case, both. Right? Only from Screen Innovations are you going to have the option of doing a screen outside with shades and screen on the same assembly. We're using our zipper track system so it doesn't get all wobbly, right? And we've had it out on Ryan's house for a couple of years now, and it won't mildew, right? You can wipe it clean with a wet cloth. You can even hose it off if you need to. So very, very durable and ready to go outside. So lots happening new in the screen side of Screen Innovations, but even more happening new over here in the shade. Let's take it over there and we'll start it.
All right, here we go. So this is the new SI ecosystem. The beautiful thing about this system is it's one system. Previously, industry-wide, if you got Zigbee, you've got this system and those APIs. If you got hardware, you've got this system and those APIs. Tying it all together was never easy. So our goal was to make one system that does wired, wireless, all different types of wireless, and allows you to work with all cross-platforms. An example of that is I can get a Lutron remote and run a RF shade with it. I could run a Zigbee shade with an RF remote. So anything that you can imagine you can do with this product called Troy. Troy is the backbone of the entire SI ecosystem. So this unit will be the brain of the system. The first option, there's 3 options a la carte, so you only pay for what you need, is Troy, which will do 512 wired devices. You power them through Janus or numerous other ways, soon PoE, however you want to go, but 512 devices, all hardwired. To do wireless and hardwired, you simply add Helen of Troy. That is our new professional grade Zigbee network. This is one of a kind. Most Zigbee networks go up to like 20 or 40 devices. This will do 150. And the magic of this through Troy is you see everything real time. You know exactly how much power and signal strength you have on every single node real time while you're on the job site. You can also see how things map out and what your hops are if you want to reduce your hops, everything right there. If you have an issue where you have an interference, a wireless interference, and you need to go from channel 11 to channel 2, this will literally automatically do it on the fly, rebuild the entire Zigbee network, and away you go. So the power of this is just literally, it is almost as good as a wired network. RF is still needed just due to the fact that outdoor shades with very high Newton meter motors needs more power. So Pegasus plugs into Troy simultaneously. Now you have RF and Zigbee and 485 all in one system. So these all integrate with all third-party control, works with everything, plus cross-platform stuff. The last option is everything you see here, but it adds an app. The SI app is very special because it works on the backbone of the new Bond Pro 2, which we love that product, and so does everyone else. What's magical about it is when you get our license, of course, its name is James Bond. When you add that to it, it automatically talks to Troy, and therefore takes everything that you've programmed in Troy under one hood for your whole system and puts it into an app. So truly magical how they work together. This system, when you deploy everything, when we ship it to you, everything is pre-programmed. So you do not have to worry about programming and commissioning shades on your job site, whether it's wired, wireless, etc. Everything is already programmed in. But if you do, it literally takes milliseconds to program, where pairing and everything else in the past has been historically slow. So this system was literally designed by our dealers for our dealers. We know it's going to 100% change the way you perceive everything out there. It will work with all our latest PoE stuff that's coming soon, and we're really excited for you guys to try it. All right. So SI's new Partners of Innovations is bringing in amazing partners in the industry to actually share the experience. We can't innovate everything all at the same time. So these guys at Current Luxury, they came from QMotion. It was the founder of QMotion. And we saw what Current Luxury was doing with their patented technology in Revolve and just absolutely fell in love with it. So we partnered with these guys to actually make one ecosystem with the SI ecosystem, all of these new drapery tracks and Revolve tied directly into our system. The technology on this, you can see how you got a helical rod that actually rolls back and forth, is absolutely beautiful. It's one of their patents. It comes in many different sizes depending on how big you go, and all different finials that you see on the wall there for design. So the designers that get involved can really go crazy with this stuff. The drapery line, which this is another one of their patented, it's called Curtain Saver things. You can just grab it or even tug it and stop it, or it normally rips the fabric out. All this line also integrates seamlessly with our Nano line. And the thing I like is they have several decor fascias that actually look like a Nano, super streamlined and clean. So literally this just becomes part of Nano. It's a natural extension of it. So Current Luxury is now on our website. You can log in, and when you go through Flow, it's ready to order right away. Thank you very much. More information, www.screeninnovations.com.